And hello, everybody.
Welcome to Ask Us Anything on Sunday night. And we're Jen and Mike Wendland. And poor Bo, he can't come out because if Mike turns,
Literally,
we've got
25
three.
yards away are 3 deer.
Yep. And they're
And-
working their way towards us.
And Bo was going to bark. He's
I had to
inside
pull all the drapes. And
Yep. So we are in our brand new Arcadia fifth wheel. That's it, obviously, behind us. And this is going to be our 5th night camping in it. And we really have booked some time, 14 days at this park we're at now. And we just did four days at another park. So pretty much a 20-day shakedown cruise. And man, it's been
and then we're going on a long trip.
And then we're going on a long trip. Then we're taking it. Yeah, we're taking it down to our property in Tennessee for
see how that's doing.
At least a week down there and do a lot of stuff. And then we got a lot of traveling we got to do. But this is our new 5th wheel. And let me just again say this. Everybody will ask me 10 times tonight, but that's because people are tuning in. We still have our Class C, our B plus, some people call it, our Class C Wonder from Leisure Travel Vans, our motorhome. We've got the best of both worlds. This we see eventually becoming more of a base camp for us at some property in Tennessee that we have, and some property that we hope to get in Michigan, and also for longer trips. I think we'll take it. It's been a real learning experience. We've never towed anything as big. It's 32 feet long, 32 and a half feet long.
I have to say, we have an audience of 4 now.
Oh, where's the other one?
4.
Oh yeah, I don't know. Can I see if they can? They probably can't.
Well, they probably don't care
Let's
about
see
deer.
if you can see the
Everybody's
deer. There's my
got
truck,
deer.
by the way. That's the truck we've been talking about. Everybody's got deer, but some people don't. Let's see. Yeah, you can see them. Well, maybe not. They're all
kind of scrawny.
They're all right in there, and they're kind of scrawny. They don't look well on that camera, but they're there. So
They're there. They're just wandering through.
Trust us, they're there.
Munching on the grass.
And you'll hear Bo bark if he sees them because he's in the window. We got some wind, and we've got we've got a big
like it
box.
might snow.
Temperature was 70 degrees an hour and a half ago.
Yeah,
and now
it was beautiful, blue sky and nice and warm. But
listen, I want to just go high with a bunch of people that started. First one, and he was on long. Our friend Ed Richards down in Hot South Louisiana. And he's loving all the new toys. No popping wheelies in the new truck. No, none of that, Ed.
Not intentionally.
However, people want to know how it drove. Why don't you tell them?
Beautifully. And it is extremely comfortable to ride in.
Yeah, it really is.
It's a good truck.
It's a great truck, and we've just really enjoyed it. What's it like towing a 5th wheel? It's dangerous because you forget it's there.
Yeah, you don't feel it there. I was surprised at the driver's school, which I'm really glad that we had. And I think everybody who tows anything should have some kind of driver's school so they can be told what to expect and what to do. I only went up to 40, so I'm comfortable up to 40. Anything over that, I'm not so sure about. But it was time well spent.
It was time very well spent.
And
that people want to know, can we go to, it's a Keystone driving school. And I don't know whether, I know they offer some of them at their rallies and stuff that they do. And I don't know, we told them we wanted to learn how to drive it, and they set us up, and we were a class of 2.
Well, we had one dealer in Texas that we were going to go to. And he called it ladies.
Ladies driving school.
Ladies driving
school. No. Mike needed to know too.
Yeah, we both needed to.
But I said this is dangerous. It's dangerous that you don't know it's there. We've previously towed early on in our RV lifestyle, before we really started the blog and everything, when we still had kids. We had a small Shasta trailer, and you knew it was back there all the time. This is like almost 3 times the size, and I find myself.
Yeah, you are forgetting, which is dangerous.
Yeah, and it drives just so well, and
you don't even know it's back there.
Yeah, the deer are moving about.
Yeah, they're going to be.
Yeah, they're. Bo, if Bo's in the back window, you're going to hear Bo when he sees him. So that's a story on all of that. Let's go to some more of you. Bradley Olson, great article recently on outdoor camping mats. What size would you suggest for a Wonder rear RL, which is what we have? 9x12 or 9x18?
Well, probably a 9x12. I think actually the one we have might even be a little smaller. And
the one we have for
our Wonder. And
we just bought one for this.
I'm so used to buying.
See that one?
Smaller sizes.
How big is that?
I don't know, but we could have gotten larger.
Yeah,
easily.
Yeah, we could have gotten lower. I think this is 9x12. No, this is. I think it is 9x12.
Yeah, I think they were trying to gently get me to get a larger one. Yep. And we were going like crazy, and I didn't have time. I was going to bring one out and put it in front of it and see what I thought.
Yep.
Instead of saying this is what you need because they're being kind to me, they were letting me figure it out. And they had some sample ones we were going to bring out, and it got too complicated.
We don't know.
And I don't like folding things up.
Linda Ward's third tonight. She's usually second, first.
Not first tonight.
But she's been busy. So getting ready to go camping next week. Hi, Linda. Thank you for checking in. Hello to Ron in upstate New York. Thanks to Chris Cowley. He is running herd for everybody over on YouTube. Thank you, Chris, for being there as always. Gloria Maillard is there, and she says, can you recommend a security system for RV away from the rig a few hours? You know, a good dog would really be the best. If you have Wi-Fi and you don't mind being connected all the time, Ring, one of those systems would work. Simply Safe requires a connection, an internet connection, but if you buy a Simply Safe system, you get on their system. No, you're on your own Wi-Fi network. That's the way it works. So you got to have a Wi-Fi network. That's all I can suggest for an RV. For if you're only away for a few hours, you shouldn't be camping in places where you got to worry about it. Well, I don't know.
Well, maybe you do like a security system. You want to know what's going on.
Yeah, if you don't mind paying the internet charges, the Ring thing will work. Simply Safe will work. All those things. So we don't. I shouldn't say that. We have a really good, robust. We have the Bow security system, and it works pretty good. Chris Mondo Biano, avoiding tornadoes in Wichita, Kansas. Ooh. Yeah, that's so. That was tough out there. And one more, and then let's give you a quick announcement here. Eric Miller, 2022 Unity twin bed from Lisa Travel Van. We're looking at full-time rear view cameras. Any comments? Record or not record? For a rear view, you don't need to record. The Furion, Furrion, is a good system. I've not recommended wireless systems before, but as it turns out, we just installed 2 side cameras on this and a rear camera as well. So we have 3 cameras on the Arcadia that I can, they're all wireless, and it's a pretty good system. There's a couple of intricacies in hooking it up to a unit like this because it powers off the 7-way connector for the lights and everything and the brakes, and you need an adapter for that if you have a new truck. But if you're in a motorhome like that, it's strictly Wi-Fi, and it will work great from the front to the back. So Furion, Furrion, try them. And let's go to a quick announcement here. We've been talking to you about our various, I gotta get our giveaway, and we have one more week to go. This is that coffee. Check this out. This is the coffee. It's called Coffee in a Tea Bag. Wildland Coffee makes it. Lots of different flavors. It is literally in like a tea bag. And you put it in boiling water. It is not instant coffee. This is ground coffee, really good round ground coffee. Add water, no equipment. It is all compostable, so you're not doing anything with the environment. This is chocolate with a creamy body, they tell you. And again, they keep saying this isn't instant coffee. It's really good coffee.
Enough to make me want to take up coffee.
Yeah, it smells good. There's one with caramel, and of course there's regular. There's different flavors. They're giving away 4 20 packs to our viewers. All you have to do is go and enter the sweepstakes at that address, rvlifestyle.com/sweepstakes. It's great coffee. We went through everything they sent me like the first 2 days. So
I take it you liked it.
I did. I liked it a lot. It was great. So check it out. Enter the contest. We'll announce the winners next week. 4 of you will get a 20-pack. All right, let's see what else we got for questions coming into us this week. Sundance Blue 21 Thomas Welch
from Northern Michigan. Can't wait. How you doing with the fifth wheel? Been thinking of going that route, but really want to go small one day, and the next day I like the Class A's.
Well,
you really are bouncing all over the place.
Yeah, we will have lots of videos. We just did one on our introduction to this unit when we were down in Elkhart last week. That was released on the RV Lifestyle channel yesterday. If you haven't seen that, go check that out. It takes you right up to where we purchased the unit. And then we will have one on our first few nights of camping, some of the things that we're doing with it, adding to it. Not the complete walkthrough, that will come later. We'll do a complete outside inside walkthrough as soon as we're a little more familiar with it. And then we've got a shopping trip. We did.
That's all we did was shop the past few days.
I'm not even going to talk about what we spent shopping.
Don't say how much.
It's like buying a new house.
It's like furnishing a new home.
We have shopped till we dropped, and I
and
think we have.
Then you take about a third of it back and do it again.
Yes, you do.
Well, I think
yeah,
a lot of people do.
Yes, they do. And we'll do one on all the stuff we got there. But so the only trouble I have had with it was just a little while ago.
What's this?
I don't know. I hit the wrong button. The only problem we had was a little while ago when we checked into this campground, and I went to use the Lippert Connect 3 auto leveler system. It is a fantastic system. I just haven't been able to figure it out yet. It worked great when I unhitched back up in on Lake Michigan on Thursday. It worked great today when I hitched it, and then when I unhitched it and went to level it, I had issues and punched the wrong buttons, and I obviously need to look at the manual. What's a manual? So that's the only issue we've had. Everything has worked great.
Well, it's a learning thing too.
Yeah.
Like we put a cover on the steps. We've got 4 steps going in.
I don't know if you can see our steps.
And it rained.
You see our steps? Yeah. You see those steps?
So you
right there?
take that up and put it inside, and then the rug I had by the entranceway, I said, why is this rug all wet?
But this was a really good idea because, you get stuff on your shoes, and as you're walking in, that wipes that off. But when we lifted it up,
safer because it's very, you can see where the step is.
So everything it's all a learning thing. But right now, my big challenge is with the Connect 3 automatic leveling system. It's fairly common. It's probably the standard on most of the fifth wheels out there. Everybody seems to have it. I just got to figure out how to work it. So, but other than that, it's going good. Tim Fritz, do you have city water at your Tennessee property? Yes, we do.
Yes, we do.
Excellent water. Excellent.
We could have had a well, but we figured why drill a well when we could tap right into the city water by the road.
They've won, if I'm not mistaken, Linden, Tennessee, where we get the water from, has won awards as some of the best water, they say, in the state. So it's very good water.
Well, the locals were really excited about well water, not the city water. It's probably like us. You get a glass of city water and you go, ugh.
Oh, no, that's
chemicals.
No, not Linden's. Linden's is from that spring, it's great city water. All right. Thank you, Tim. Gala Pfeiffer Stout.
Best mouse repellent. I would say a cat.
Yeah, other than getting a cat.
Okay, we had the sonic plugs, but they stopped working. Any sure thing out there other than a cat? Yeah, cats are the best. Those
sonic things, you got to change the batteries in them. There's a million different mouse repellents out there on the market. If any of them worked, there wouldn't be quite so many of them. And I don't know if any of them really work well. A cat is a pretty good tool, but it's another thing to maintain. The sonic things work well if you can keep the batteries going, Gala. So
you got to be on top of that.
Maybe just make a schedule and you say, every month I go put new batteries in. Johnny Lightning.
Hey, Mike, I just spent the last 10 days at Grand Haven State Park volunteering to help the staff spruce up the park.
We went right past you earlier today as we left. We were camped up by Mears State Park. And I noticed they also had a lot of volunteers out, and they were let people stay for free.
You got
if
a couple free nights if you did a
Yeah.
little labor.
So they were all
It
cleaning
sounds
up
like
those,
fun. Be with a bunch of other people, the same cause, same purpose, making things look good.
cleaning up those Michigan state parks for
And
the
you get
new
to
season.
enjoy it before the mobs come.
Yep.
Because the mobs are coming.
Yep. I should have honked at you, Johnny, as we drove by. Steve Egbert.
Since you have had the Wonder, which I would think has great quality, how do you find the overall quality of the Arcadia, since fifth wheels are built differently for weight?
You know, we've had it for 5 days,
Yeah, we
Steve.
haven't had it very
So
long.
it's great. It's brand new. Ask us that question, you know, in a couple of months. But you know, the Wonder is good. In any RV, including the Wonder, you'll find things that you wish were a little better quality.
And it depends on the roads in your area or where you're traveling, because you know the roads in Michigan, most of them are just deplorable.
Yep, they are. Michigan, I don't know of any state that has worse roads than Michigan. I really don't. I'm sure there is, but none that we've traveled, and we've been all over. So we've only had it for 5 days, but all I can tell you is it's been. I want to say it's better than I expected. I expected I'd find a bunch of little things, and we have some things that we don't necessarily understand yet, but we're working on it, and it's great. That's why what we have done, and we followed our own advice. We bought it on Thursday officially. No, on Wednesday. We officially signed the papers Wednesday and paid for the unit. And we stayed at our dealer. They let us stay on the lot, as we recommend you do when you get an RV. We spent the night right there. They had electric hookup. We plugged in. We ran the freshwater system. We, I don't know. We unpacked a lot of the stuff we had brought with us. And we spent the night, and we had a couple little things we wanted to tweak. They tweaked them the next morning. We were on our way. And then we went about an hour and a half from that dealership on Lake Michigan, and we spent a
couple of days there.
Well, we spent Thursday through today, and all was well. And now we're at another park, another campground, and we booked a 2-week stay here. So we're going to spend 2 weeks here. So we will really have a feel for this thing. Plus, we got to do videos. I'm hooking up my Starlink here. We're doing a video on our walkthroughs, on some of the accessories we've got. And we're going to have fun just getting used to it.
And we still haven't figured everything out. Like, we have cabinets over the sink, and it's this great big area, and we have to get some kind of dividers up because things are going to go flying.
And the same thing over the bed. There is so much storage in this thing. Massive storage.
And they don't put dividers in with all those cabinets because it adds to the weight.
Yep. But in a way, it's kind of nice for longer things too.
Yeah, you got long things. Yep. Yeah.
So far so good. You know, I have no complaints with the quality. This is one of the higher end units that Keystone makes. You know, there's the Montana, the Alpine, the Arcadia, which is fairly new, and this is the one that has a lot of innovation on it. Up on the roof are 600 watts of solar. I have 300 watts of lithium, 3,000 watt inverter. So we're pretty good off the grid. We may upgrade that. I don't know. We'll see how that goes. But so far, we're getting to know it, Steve. Sharon Childress. Hi, Sharon.
What do you do if your mat gets wet when you're leaving a campground? Ours got so wet, we had to leave it.
Ours was pretty wet today. This new material dries pretty quick, doesn't it?
Yeah, I picked it up and put it on. Well, of course, if it's pouring rain, you can't do it, but I put it on a picnic table so the air could get to it. And I also knew that we were going to be unfolding it shortly. And sometimes you might want to leave a mat because it's just too wet. What we're talking about is that we had something put on the steps. See that black on the steps?
Yeah.
And that's what got wet. And then you fold that in, and then all that water dripped on the rug in there.
Yeah. So, but that
was a surprise.
That mat had poured last night where we were.
Yeah.
And it's fairly dry now.
We lucked out that we didn't have rain in the early part of the day, and I draped it over a picnic table so it could dry.
Yep.
And it dried.
Dried well. James Massey. Hello, James.
Have fun with your new adventure. Our version of the lifestyle continues as we head to Harvest House next week.
Yep. We love Harvest House, as you guys know if you're a regular. What was the fix on the AC on the Wonder?
You got a quieter air conditioning unit.
I think he means, maybe he meant the refrigerator.
Well, we're talking about the AC, air conditioner.
The AC always have worked on the Wonder.
Well, we got a different AC.
Oh, we upgraded it.
Yeah, we got a quieter one.
Yeah, it's called.
We wanted something quieter.
Yeah, there's
After
a video.
having ducted air conditioning and then going back to the old-fashioned air conditioning unit, it was so noisy.
Is that wind too bad,
Woo.
Phyllis? Oh, should we show them our little set? We're trying to block the wind. So Jennifer's holding that there. That is a new grill we got, by the way.
Everybody was telling us how wonderful this
you
grill.
guys told us that the new Blackstone grill is great, and so that's what we got.
So we got one, and we cooked on it tonight, and we agree with you.
Yeah, and yeah, it really does good. Susan Calabrese.
Hello, we are from Hoosier Nation, and we love going to Michigan. We would love to go this summer. Recommendations for camping, for staying during weekdays. Thanks.
Oh, so many places, Susan. I don't even know where to go. Pick up one of our travel guides. We have a travel guides to the Great Lakes Adventure Guide. We did a travel guide to the Upper Peninsula, which you have to go to the Upper Peninsula if you're going to Michigan. And we've got one coming up soon on the Lower Peninsula. But all of them list places to camp, what to see, so you don't miss anything, routes to take. You know, Michigan's our home state, and we love it. This will be our third book on Michigan coming up. We have 3 books on Florida as well, but just go to our shopping page. You'll see if I can get the number up here on the screen where you can find our ebooks. But
it will be hard, even weekdays, to find a place to stay. You go up Lake Michigan, there are so many beautiful parks and the sand dunes, and everything's so nice, but everything totally books up on weekends and usually during the week as well. Good luck.
There's the Great Lakes tour that will give you places to stay, Lake Huron and Lake, well, all around the Great Lakes, Huron, Lake Superior, Lake Michigan. And then we also have a book on the Upper Peninsula, but check those out. If you're coming to Michigan, I'll save you a lot of time, and you can be sure you're not going to miss anything oh, I didn't know that was there, because we'll tell you about it in that book. And each book is $7, so it's no big deal, you know. So thanks.
And you could print it out, couldn't you? Because it's online.
Yeah,
but you don't.
You take it's meant to be. It's meant to be
gets
online.
Really upset when I print things out and use up all the ink.
3D RV adventure.
Have you guys stayed at Muskegon's State Park Campground? And if you did, how was it?
We have. It's probably one of the best state park campgrounds anywhere in Lake Michigan. It's impossible to get in on weekends in the summertime. It is one of the few state parks that's open in the wintertime, and we have camped in the wintertime there. We just went by it today, and it's a great campground. Highly recommend. But it's booked up every weekend in the summer, so, and all the holidays, and sometimes even during the week. That's how popular it is. But it's gorgeous park.
A lot of people from Illinois, Chicago, they head north right up the shoreline, and so it gets really busy.
And this is great. It's got a river in it, really a fun river, and lots of hiking and sand dunes you can kind of walk up and around and explore, and you're right next to the lake.
The sand dunes are fun.
Yeah, it's a great place. Dave Lagenbach.
I have an older Montana. I changed my hitch to a gooseneck and love it.
Good for you. Good for you. We've got the Kurt hitch, which is like top of the line hitch, and I'm delighted with it.
But that's good to know that you got a good one.
Yep. Johnny Lightning.
Mike and Jen, do you know what brand of folding chairs behind you?
Yeah.
And do you like it?
Camping World.
Love it.
My favorite, well, we keep saying favorite chairs, but that one is, we have one just like that in the Wonder. And when we did our shopping spree at Camping World last week, I picked up another one. This one is a little newer model. It's mine. And if you look on on the left side of the chair, that's a cooler. It's a cooler. I don't know what you'd put in there, but it's a very comfortable chair. It's solid.
And it's nice having a place to hold your drink, whatever you're drinking.
It's got a little
table.
Yeah, a little tray table.
It's very nice.
Camping World. That's where we got it.
Yep.
They all carry it. So check it out. It's a good one. I think we really like it.
Mm-hmm. Like it enough that we got.
Hey, if you guys, if you're watching this for the first time, would you do us a favor and subscribe? Please subscribe. You can hit the subscribe button on YouTube, and then if you hit that bell icon, then when we get new videos online, you'll see those. So it's all for you. Julie Pike.
Is there any one thing that drew you to the Arcadia over other fifth wheels? It was won the award in Tampa.
Yeah, we had no interest at all in fifth wheels until we said, well, this one won the RV of the Year award, and we should go.
He
and
totally
people kept saying, go do a review on we want to see some fifth wheels. And so we looked at some, and we kind of like the Montana. It's a pretty expensive one.
It's big.
But this one is kind of their innovation one. Smallest. With solar. This is 32.5 feet. And we just love the interior. We like the design, the storage, all of that stuff, the way they built them. Look at our video this week, and you can see those are the things that won us over. I did not spend months and months searching for it. I would almost call it an impulse. If you look at the video, we did a video when we were at the campus show. We said, is there a fifth wheel in our feature? Maybe there is.
Mm-hmm.
And
well, I think you showed it to me because you liked it so much, and I just thought it was, cute.
Yeah, well,
it was a cute.
That's where we bought it. It was cute.
It was cute. It was decorated nicely.
Go small, live large.
Yeah.
Big learning curve on backing up with the truck and the fifth wheel. Yeah, that's why this is a pull-through spot. We had a spot at near State Park.
Mm-hmm.
And
how big was that?
And I
spot?
said I needed a spot that would handle something up to 35 feet. The spot.
Well, you booked it online.
I booked it
online.
The
danger of booking online.
The spot, if it could hold something 19 feet, I would have been.
And there was a big old tree.
Yeah, there's a big old tree. So
it would have been a disaster.
I made about 3 passes trying to get in there, and there was no way without it hanging out on the road or bumping the tree. We had to bring the steps down and bring the steps down. So I was spared from having to back it in. We did in our driving school, back in and hook up, and of course, it's just a learning curve. That's all it is. It's different, it's different.
Mm-hmm.
Other people can do it. I can too. Jeff Newman.
We camped at Mears last week, and it snowed and was super windy. It was windy when we were there too.
Didn't snow, but it was very windy. Yeah,
coulda.
Yeah. This spring is still being more winter than spring.
I call Mears the big sandbox.
Yeah, it was blowing around in the wind. Beautiful.
I said to Mike, can you imagine Bo getting wet and all that sand and then bringing it inside? In fact, one of the first things we bought was Bo was jumping up on the furniture, so I went to Walmart and got a throw to put on top of the sofa.
Yeah,
to protect it from the dirt of the bow.
He loves another thing we behind that we like is their motto is bringing the outdoors in. It's really big windows. Can you see the size of those windows? I mean, they really, and it's like that on the back too. There's really nice windows, so you have. It's like being outdoors.
So we have to go back to some of those beautiful places that we've been.
Yes. So we're in campgrounds now. Are there slide outs? There are 2, but they're different than most slide outs. One is kind of a wall. They're small. They're only not even 3 feet, I don't think. And one is the microwave and the TV and some storage.
You mean the distance they come out?
Yeah. 3 feet.
Because the one is long. The other
they're
isn't
long.
Nearly as long.
And then there's one in the bedroom. The bedroom is a queen bed, and that one is for a wardrobe, a really nice big wardrobe. And if you're like us, there's never any place to hang enough clothes, and this is really nice to have plenty of drawers. I've never seen such storage, so we're pretty excited. So there's 2 of them. But even when they're in, we stopped at a rest area today and made lunch with them in, and they were fine. Marion Demert.
Update on our Tiffin Wayfarer. It is still at the dealership. The Onan generator still broken, and now there is a recall on the MB Mercedes-Benz Sprinter. Stay tuned. Well, I am so sorry.
Oh man, that's
you don't expect that with the Tiffin.
Not from a Tiffin, and we hear this.
Nothing stays the same.
We hear this from so many different RVers that they get a unit and they never can use it because they take it back because they've got all these issues, and then they can't get parts, and they are caught up in busy dealerships, and And I'm so sorry for you. I'm so sorry for you. I hope it doesn't happen to this one, but so far it's working great. Will Francis.
How expensive is it to live in an RV? How often do you guys move from city to city? We do not live full time in an RV. That's to start out our ground rule there. How expensive it is depends on how luxurious you want to live.
Yeah, if you want to live,
whether you want a cheap place to stay and parking lots of, a lot, or
boondock and free
fancy places.
You can live pretty cheaply in there if you don't travel a lot, if you don't move from place to place, so because you're not paying the gas. It's as expensive as how cheap is it to live anywhere these days.
And then parks, things are changing. That used to be one price the whole week, and now campgrounds are getting like hotels. It costs more on the weekend.
Costs more on the weekends, and they have minimum stays and maximum stays. This place, for example, I can only stay here for 14 days. I booked 14 days so we can really get to know this unit. But it's as expensive as you want it to be. And
I got to figure out where to put stuff. I got to get some dividers. I've got a lot of figuring out to do.
Yep. Gibbs Gaming.
We are renting an RV to travel from Maryland to Las Vegas, and Las Vegas to Idaho.
Good for you.
What a trip.
That's the way to do it. Unless you're sure you're going to buy one, rent one, and go give it a try, Good for you. You're going to have a great trip.
And we know one person, he owned his RV for 6 months, and then he traded it in. He did what he wanted to do.
Had a bucket list, did it all in 6 months, lived full time.
Didn't want to do it any longer.
Came back to the same dealer he bought it, gave him the keys, sold it, and
went on to another adventure.
We went to boats, I think. Maureen Tweedley. Hello, Maureen.
Question: do you have a washer dryer in it? It's a beauty. We needed 3 feet larger, right?
Yeah, if we got one larger, we could have gotten a washer, but 32.5 is, you add that to a 20-foot long truck, I'm going to need a CDL license if I don't watch it.
Us, this is huge.
Yeah, this is huge to us.
You say 32.5 feet, you don't think it's that large.
It's large.
But it really is large with
now,
big truck.
The difference is, you have, that, sorry to make you all dizzy here. So that's what it looks like. But this part here over our shoulders, that's the bedroom. And that's the part, of course, that hangs over my pickup. Where's my pickup? Yeah, my pickup.
Now you are going to get them dizzy.
There's my pickup. That's our new pickup. So,
but
no washer and dryer in it.
For lunch, we have to park where the trucks park now. And I looked at it, and with the air conditioners on top, I thought that is as high as these big old trucks out there.
Yeah, it's big. It's big. It is big. And
we would have the washer dryer, same thing. We needed just a few more feet to get a washer dryer.
Yeah.
Facebook user. Since you traded in your SUV on the truck, what will you tow with the FX?
We have a car that we brought up that we've had in Florida for 5 years, and we had it transported up to Michigan, and it's an Equinox, a Chevy Equinox, and we'll tow that with. That's what we plan to tow.
We were told that we can tow it, so we'll see.
We can. And our plans could all change. Who knows? Like who thought we'd end up buying one of these?
Life is never dull.
Life is never dull.
Husband.
And the world is such a crazy place, Paulie Polo, we ever been to Coachman Beyond? We have. That's the 19-foot on the Transit chassis, I believe.
I like the Coachman.
Yeah, it's we like Coachman. We like the bigger Class B Coachman Galleria a lot. A lot. Nice ones. And Paulie Polo, here's one for you.
Is it hard to maintain a routine in an RV, gym, meals, etc.? It is very hard for your routine. Like right now, I haven't exercised in over a week.
And
no,
she needs to.
Yeah.
So do I. But
yeah, I'm happier when I get to go to the gym and work out. It makes me happy.
Yep.
And meals, it's hard to do the meals. It's hard to find the food that you want. You're used to certain foods, and
Yep, it is.
I don't want to eat out.
Joyce M.
Did you have the fifth wheel inspected when you picked it up at the dealer?
We didn't, because we spent 4 days inspecting it ourselves with some quality control people from Keystone in not 4 days, 2 days in Goshen, Indiana last week. Now, most people wouldn't do that, but we wanted to do a video, and so they made available all these folks to us, and we really saw how it was built, and we did not. It was quality controlled twice at the factory, and then once at Camping World, where we bought it from. So that was a good one. All right, looking for a place to camp and go this year? Check our Great Lakes Tour ebook right there. Leaves you lots of places to go. It's following along. Don't forget our giveaway one more week. We're going to give 4 20-packs of really great coffee. This very interesting coffee that comes in like a tea bag, and you don't need any equipment.
That's better than the K-Cups.
Yeah, better than the K-Cups in terms of its impact on the environment. And our shirts and sweatshirts, it's a little cool tonight, but you can find those. We got a whole spring style guide, new spring stuff out there. Just check it out at Spring Shopping. And our latest book is The Natchez Trace. If you're looking for the perfect road trip, this is the time of year to book it. May and June are just spectacular times of the year, as is October. The Natchez Trace, 444 miles. We give you 7 days to do it, tell you where to stay, where to eat, what to see. It's one of our favorite trips, so check it out. All right. Please don't forget, YouTubers, subscribe. Don't forget, we have a members special section for members on YouTube and supporters on Facebook, and we appreciate all of you who chose to support us and help us out that way. We will be back a week from tonight. We'll have
Mother's Day.
Oh yeah, we'll be back on Mother's Day. Are you ready for Mother's Day? Are you good for Mother's Day, or do you want to take it off?
Phyllis? I don't know.
Phyllis, do you want to take it off? No, she doesn't want to take it off. Oh, hey, look, we got a $9.99 super chat from Chris Mondo Biondo. And it says they've been looking at fifth wheels at local Camping World. Thanks, Mike and Jen. Thank you guys for the super chat.
I hope you find just the right unit for you.
Yep. And all of you have a great week. We'll have more in our podcast. We'll answer a lot of your questions. We got a really fun interview this week about 5 things every RVer needs to do, maintenance-wise, driving-wise. Really important stuff from 2 awesome super RV techs that you're going to meet. And then we'll have another video on our first few days of living in a fifth wheel. We'll let you know what that's like. So all that's coming up this week. And we thank you guys so much for being a part of the Ask Us Anything tonight. We're going to go inside and
turn on that fireplace.
Turn on our disco firelight. Yeah, the fireplace has 3 different lights on it. So
yeah, and you can pump the heat out into the room.
Yeah, it really is.
Because I thought, why do we need a fireplace? That's the silliest thing I've ever seen.
Yeah.
But I like it.
It's fun. It's fun. All right. God bless everybody. Have a great week. We'll talk to you next week.